We are up and running on this bright and bushy tailed Monday morning. Let's see what we're gonna do. All right, let's share these screens. Bam. Let's go. NQ Killer is clocked in. We are attacking London side. Let's see what let's do real quick. Where's, where's London? Oh yeah. Nobody has killed London side yet. Nobody's killed London side yet. YM is heading that way. I mean, NQ is heading that way. YM is nowhere near it. YM is nowhere near it. Shit. ES is really nowhere near it either. NQ is the only one closest to. Ooh, only one closest to London South Side. So right now, I'm just gonna keep an eye on that. That is basically my current draw in liquidity because it's not gonna get that close to it and just magically go back up. Now, could it? Oh yeah, it definitely could do whatever the hell it feels like. Which is why I'm going to wait till the macro. So, I mean, it really doesn't matter. Is there a PSP down there? There is a PSP down there, bro, at London Low. The 313 candle. 313 candle has a PSP on it. And the sequence happened down there. It never got retested. Yeah, the sequence happened on the bottom, bro. No, there ain't no enter. There ain't no macro, bro. What are you? Come on, man. I'm on the phone with my partner, man. I'm a professional gut measure. No, bro, I don't do nothing to the macro, bro. I'm no. There is no bot, bro. I hear your I hear your anxiety. I hear your anxiety. Shh. Everybody wants to take a trade. That's what you should be looking for. Anytime you come to the charts, you should be going to London lows to see if the sequence happened at London. That should be like really one of the first things. I mean, because you can look at it right there and find out where the sequence happened at. The lowest low is 306, which means my intermediate term high is at 305. I got a wick above at 310. Then I got a closure above at 314. My origin is a PSP at 313. Yep, that's it right there. So that being said, let's see what they're going to do here. Failure. 330 market is open. Any closure at this point right now? Not right now. I really want a closure below. I'm going to wait for the back. But if I get a closure below, and then I get a closure, I'm talking when I say closure below, I mean the actual PSP fucking candle. The PSP candle is 313. If I get a closure below, it's already wick below London low, so it's already swept sell side liquidity. Honestly, I really want to take this freaking buy right here, dude. This closure means a buy right here. Hey, you can buy if you like, but I am gonna wait for macro. It probably is a buy. I've seen it. I've seen it. I mean, that's part of the sequence. You can literally enter upon the closure above the open of 930 candle. Honestly, if you want to try it out, I'd go with like one contract. Like this would be it right here. If you wanted to try it, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna wait to the macro because they like to do that little whipsaw shit. Goddamn. But that was the entry right there. That was it. Yeah, the entry was the 931 candle at the closure of it. Yeah, that's a good trade. I'm just waiting for the macro. I ain't rushing shit, bro. If it goes, it goes. I mean, but that was the setup. I ain't gonna do. I'll recap that at the end of it as well, even if they give us another one. But this right here is that was a sequence. It was a sequence, and I should be putting the trigger on every sequence. But you had how many contracts did you put on? Oh, okay. 50 bucks. 10 for that's what's up. Yeah, you should have. No, you should have held that bitch. You should have held that bitch. That's what I'm saying. That was the play. I mean, it is what it is. Ain't no big deal. All right, so right now we're gonna mark out our 30-minute orb. My 30-minute orb, my first 30-minute candle. So let's go ahead and get my sequence ready to present on this stream here. So I'm marking up my current low, the opening candle. The bottom of the wick is the low, and I am marking out the high right now. And as it moves up, I'll move it up. If it moves down, I'll move it down. So, but the range is here. And we're waiting for the first macro to kick in. And right now, I don't do anything to the macro. So, with that being said, the sequence of what I usually use did happen. And I'm going to take note of that because if I see it, pre-market, I will maybe start taking that. But right now, I'm going to stick to the rules of my strategy. It says I need to trade during the macro. So I'm going to see what happens here with these candles. This could keep running. My entry should have been if I had stuck to the strategy and left it at the strategy. The entry should have been upon the closure of the 931 candle. It should have been an immediate entry for my strategy. So we're going to see how this plays out. It definitely would have been a good trade thus far. Yeah, and we're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch to see what happens real quick. So London low got swell, and we're gonna freaking wait. So what I'm gonna look for is let's see what highs are being attacked. I'm gonna take a glance on 3 minute real quick. There's some highs being attacked. I got nothing. I got my high of my orb being marked out. I'm currently keeping an eye on YM and ES as they do what they're supposed to do. I'm just waiting for the sequence to happen on any of these charts. Any of these charts. It doesn't matter who does it. I mean, it matters. But super liquidity is looks like it's happening on both sides. It's a Monday morning, so definitely want to be careful. I'm not going to jump the gun because they're trying to set up the week. So yeah, with that being said, I wouldn't be surprised if there is a no trade today, but it is what it is. I trade only my sequence on how I trade and nothing else for you guys here on the stream. The batting average is pretty freaking high, so I'm going to stick to that. Too much effort into taking random trades in the past, so I'm comfortable with letting a few things go and waiting for perfection as much as possible here. So we're gonna keep this shit. We're gonna keep it um um I can't see anything really. I don't see anything at all. Like the sweeper highs already on all three assets. Over the previous hour got swept on all three assets. So I got nothing. Um macros coming in within the next 3 minutes in short. I got a challenge account. Well, it's a challenge with Ninja Trader also that I really don't care about. But shit, I'm gonna let this one go.
Order rejected.
Oh, thank you. Oh,
Order rejected.
should have signed. That should have been. All right, so I don't see anything. Matter of fact, I do see something. I do see something. I see the sweep of London low. I see my intermediate term high is 928. Let me see where this candle closed at. 938 candle closed at 57.75. The high of 928 candle is 57. That is not gonna fly. That's not gonna fly. That is not it. That is not it. Okay. We gonna wait till this macro does its thing. Let me see where my orb is. Orb is still intact. Nothing has happened inside of my sequence.
Order rejected.
Uh, I don't see anything. We're gonna keep on the inside of this orb here. $38 probably would have been the entry for the continuation of, if anything, since they swept London, since they swept London lows at 9:30. Uh, that would have been the best of anything. But I'm not looking for the best of anything. I'm looking for one thing. I'm only looking for one thing. That's it. We're currently in a macro. So let's see what they want to do. Let's see what they want to do. Let's see. Do anything except go up, which is cool because that means I know what my entry should have been, and I'll prepare myself mentally for it next time upon market open if it shows its hand. But right now, on the ATT time, with 9:44 candles being printed right now for a low, displacing through a 30-minute. That is good for a buy, but I can't do it without my sequence. So, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's see what the 3-minute. What is the 3? Macro is still in play. We're only 3 minutes in, which means we got a whole nother freaking damn near 30 minutes. So, to anybody rushing their own process, I would suggest you not do that. But to each his own, if you choose to. If you choose to. And it looked like that London sweep was the play on the open. That's what it currently looks like. And that was the sequence. So I'll go back over that because the sequence did happen. I just don't want to take it during the outside of the macro window. And this is the second time it's happened outside of my macro window. So this is 2 times I've let a trade go that my sequence happened outside. And I am taking note of that. orb has moved up, and we're going to continue to stay within that range here. And I'm going to look for my sequence as of right now. If the sequence does happen during the macro, which that is what I'm looking for, the sequence during the macro. Right now, currently, I am eyeballing the 944 candle low. $9.44 candle low. Right now, ATT time is printing at 9:47 for a low. Yeah, I got them wanting to move up. I really do have them wanting to move up, but it's not what I want. I mean, it doesn't matter what I want. I have them moving up, being that based on what they're showing me currently. 9:47. We are now 5 minutes in from 9:42 of the macro. Let's see what has been swept. See if anything has been swept on the hourly. Okay, it is. Yeah, I saw that coming. That was a sequence on the ES on the hourly. Sequence on the hourly on the ES. Sure it was 5 a.m. That was not a PSP down there. There was a PSP connected to it though, but there was no closure below it. So that does not fit our criteria. So, with that being said, we're still waiting. Still waiting within this orb for them to show something within this time frame of the macro.
Order filled. Order rejected. Order rejected. Order rejected.
Let's see. Bro, are you on the live or no? Okay. I don't know my volume. Okay. Let's see. So there was a free challenge account with Ninja Trader. I just entered on that. I mean, it's a 1 day challenge, but it is what it is. I'm not really paying no attention. Let's see what they do. Huh? Can you hear me? Okay. All right. I was just checking. I mean, I didn't know the volume was up. My headphone volume was down. So I don't even know if it was down in the beginning or not. It is what it is. I don't know if that affects the microphone, but we'll see. Yeah, I got it. It's going up a little bit more. Hmm.
Order filled.
I think the volume is down here. It's all good though. It's all good. We'll go back and backtrack. Ain't nothing I can do about it now.
Order filled.
So, like I said, there's a challenge count on NinjaTrader for $100. I would have took this on there earlier, but I kind of forgot about it. I actually would have took that trade earlier from down at the bottom, just because it didn't cost me anything. But it is what it is. Hmm.
Order filled.
All right. So it is 9:55. Orb has moved up. Currently, I am not seeing anything clearly as of just yet. But what I do see is my intermediate term low currently is 9:50 a.m. based on my strengths. But we can't do anything until it gives us our sequence. So, with that being said, we're still waiting for something to transpire. Matter of fact, I got an SMT on the highs right now on the 3-minute. High, low, high, low, low. If we get a closure below the 936 candle, I will take a buy. I will take a buy. As of right now, the 3-minute is showing me a very high probability of us going down right now. Very high probability, which means the 936 candle is our breaker block. I would wait for a green candle to retest the 936 candle before I entered anything. Which also makes the 936 candle my intermediate term low. on the 3-minute. And I don't think I've taken a 3-minute trade, but this closure below, if we get a closure below the actual wick of this candle, that would be good. If we get a closure below the open of the 939 candle, which is the green candle, that's cool too. That just shows we had a change in the state of delivery. Another red candle here would be awesome. I'd rather this candle not be green. I'd rather this candle go down and then retrace for a green candle for entry. We're going to see what they give us. I would like them to give us the sequence of what I'm looking for here, guys. So right now, that could be this right here. This candle right here could be a confirmation that that is our intermediate term low at 936. And we are still in the macro. We still have another 20 minutes in the macro. We have plenty of time to watch and be patient. Could it keep going? I can do what I want to. It's a Monday. It's a Monday. Let me take a glance at the 30-second real quick and see what they did up top before I even saw the 3-minute. I'm way off track. God damn. The fuck is it? Okay. Yeah, I don't see anything in that. Nope. Go back to 1 minute roll. All right. Yeah, that is. Jeez. All right. There's nothing clear for me here yet. I have a precision swing point, which is not important based on where we at in the sequence right now. I do see something. All right, so I got a PSP on the 956 candle on the 1 minute between YM and NQ. So the 956 candle is going to be my point of interest as of right now. 956 candle. Let's see how they play this. Gee, man. This is not. I don't see any. Fuck. I do see something. They swept the highs, PM highs of yesterday's session. They swept the New York PM session highs, bro. Okay, since they swept PM session highs, I'm looking for sales now, but I gotta have them retrace to my precision swing point before I can do anything. Do know that it's some money and they don't have to come back there right now because they do stuff like that. So, I mean, it is what it is. But if they come back to that 956 candles high, then potentially we're gonna take this sell. I'm gonna go ahead and mark this out on my chart with a box so you guys know what I'm looking at. It's 956 candle right here. That high. That high is my point of interest. I do not have YM's chart up. I do not have YM chart up, and I am not going to put YM chart up. I'll glance over there real quick to show it to you, to show you that that is a PSP candle if you're not looking at it. It is green on YM. Let me switch over real quick as soon as I put the rectangle on. Green candle. All right. This right here. Just 1 second. Yeah. Candle right there on YM. That is my precision swing point. That is my point of interest. If I get a sweep of that candle on any asset, I'll take a sell. I'll take a sell. And we're gonna leave with that right there. I'm gonna switch back to my other chart I was looking at on YM. It seems likely that it's gonna come back up there. It seems likely. Matter of fact, YM is on its way back up right now. Let me go back and give it about 30 minutes. Make sure my orb is still intact. Make sure we haven't ran out of parameters real quick. All right, yeah. Orb is done. Orb is done on both sides. Gee whiz. No, we're not in a PSP on YM. We are waiting for the 956 candle. 956 candle. $9.56 candle is our point of interest, guys. That's my point of interest. These PSPs are not random. It's not any PSP that we're looking at. We are only interested in the wick portion of the candle on the top side for this sale. There has to be a sweep of liquidity. That is our liquidity candle. Somebody has to go above the high of the candle. That is the only thing we are looking for this sequence. Somebody has to go above the high. It doesn't matter if they come to the candle or not. Yes, YM went into the candle, but it means nothing until YM sweeps the high of the candle or ES sweeps the high of the candle or the body of the open. PSP is only between two assets. If 956 candle is red, ES and Q. Anyone who sweeps the high, that's all we're looking for. Anyone to sweep the high. It doesn't matter who sweeps the high. The change in state has already happened. Well, confirmation has already happened on YM already. We had our intermediate low confirmation and the closure back above the intermediate turn, and then a closure below. So all we're looking for is our origination point, which is the 956 candle. But I'll go back over it if they give it to us. But they got somebody has to come back up. It doesn't matter who comes back up. One of these three assets has to sweep that high. And it's Monday. They could come back and get this on Wednesday. I don't have them doing that, but it is what it is. Oh, my chart. Sorry, guys. We're looking for that right there. Let me keep that up real quick. That's the box we needed to go to. Somebody needs to go to that box on one of these three assets. Right now, YM is the closest one. We now have another 10 minutes left inside of this macro, which is plenty of time for it to get back up there. Or to continue forward. I mean, one of the two things will happen. It doesn't really matter what happens because I can't do anything until somebody touches the box and then closes back below the candle that sweeps, which I'll go over. See if they want to give it to us. YM is playing around, doing nothing. It looks like nobody wants to go back up there. Okay, that's cool. That is absolutely cool. If you get me a scalping strategy, then we'll work on it at that point in time. But as this strategy goes, it ain't give me what I need on the strategy. So let's see. That's it. Some point in time, they're gonna come back and sweep those highs up here. Right. I'm doing nothing. Yeah, could be. Could be the next macro. You never know. Never know. You know what they're gonna do. I might stay till then. I mean, it's not like I'm doing nothing. Yeah. Nothing to see and do. Let's see where we are in relationship to our midnight open. We are, oh, Jesus Christ, we are below the midnight open. Below the midnight open. Gigantic wick would be awesome right now. Gigantic wick would be very awesome. All right, looks like they're taking off, which is cool. Which is cool. Which is cool. But 956 is our point of interest. And I will take a note of 956 candle because at some point, if not today, I got a feeling they're going to come back and get that. So I'm going to write that down and I'm going to take note of that on my charts, guys, because it looks like they're falling away with it right now. So we do know it's still 10-11 on the charts. So it can still get back up there and sweep the eye. It could potentially get back up there. We have plenty of time to do it. So No trade. No trades. Mm, I'm not. And it's still early during the week, so I am not really tripping about what they doing today at all. And I'm cool with it because I got 1,500 past this challenge account till we reach our fund stage. And I've put in so much work and built up patience that I've never had before, blowing accounts, that it doesn't behoove me to make up anything as I go anymore. And that's why I'm not taking a trade on this account today. There's no reason for me to, because I know this system works. So if I don't see it, I can't trade. For anybody out there who's trying to get to that stage, it took me a long time to get to this point. If you don't see what you're looking for, you shouldn't be guessing just because you want to take a trade. I've been there, and everybody has to go through that stage. Everybody has to go through. Everybody has to go through. It's a part of this journey if you really want what you say you want. But at some point, you're gonna have to give that up. The anxiety of them leaving candles without you while they're printing. Understand why you're thinking the way you're thinking, and drive your emotions to tell yourself what you need to do, how you need to do it. Stop letting your body run all over you and regulate your nervous system. Yeah, they can go. So that's not gonna do that. But what's going to happen is that is a very high profile point. And that point of interest will stay on the chart. So whether they come back today, I'm not about to delete that one. This was the first one of the week. This is the part of the setup. This is the first one of the week. Either they're going to come back to it and sweep that and keep on going lower, or they're going to use that as support to continue higher. That is a point of interest for a buy or a sell when it comes back to there. In order for it to be a buy, all three assets have to go above, have to sweep that high and close above, preferably close above for a continuation for a buy. But I've seen them keep going on this setup like that based on how YM is printed, which is fine. Which is fine. Uh, Sometimes the strategy does not give you the retracement back up, and you can enter at the closure. I would suggest lowering your risk if you do it. I kind of got away from it because of it leaving without me, but it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter if it leaves without me anymore. I'm fine with it because I know it's a point of interest. It has to come back up there. That is that is one of the most high profile points of interest that you guys will have if you use the strategy. It's got to come back up. When is a question, but it's got to come back up there. You can mark that and write that down. I guarantee you it's going to come back up there. And you're going to get a reaction between all three assets, and you'll be able to see what one asset did, what one didn't do if it continues down. You can see if all three of them go above it. You'll see the continuation of how to get into the plays. But it comes with seeing it over and over and over again. But right now, fair enough. Let me check that out real quick. Ooh. Really not. Shit. Um, Previous day lows. All right. The previous day highs got on YM. It failed on NQ, which is why that's a very high profile point of interest. Now it's gotten even higher because they failed to come back and retest that. Now I'm mad that they didn't retest it. ES swept previous day's highs as well. NQ did not sweep previous day's highs. That is very important. Very important. So I want that point of interest. You're gonna have to give that to me for us to continue down. So Shaw swept it and gave a change in the state and didn't retest that. That is the most important place on the chart ever right now. So you're gonna have to give. They're gonna have to give it to me. For anybody watching it, or may come back and see it, you're gonna hear. If you watch the part, you might just go to the trade, but I'm gonna wait for it. Right now, YM is on his way back up. We have another macro coming forward, coming right now, within the next 15, 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 22 minutes to be exact. I would rather trade in the first macro, of course. 942, 10, 17. That's where I'd rather take my trade at. Does it always come in there? No, it doesn't. Last week I took a trade in the second macro. So I would not stay longer than the second macro though. It is random. If it doesn't show up in the second macro, I'm gone. I'm about to go figure out something to do. I got a book to read. I need to go to the gym. Go ahead and get that out of the way. And then make up something to do with my day. And start compiling these hours in so we can fill our unfilled time blocks out as a profitable day trader. As a profitable day trader. Something is going on. It's going down. Something's going down. What did y'all switch? Somebody swept something. Who swept what? On the average. Hatch. Hatch. See anything down there? Everybody swept the 3 a.m. 10 p.m. got swept. 10 p.m. got swept last night. YM is not down. That's for sure. YM is not sweeping 10 p.m. So potentially coming into this right here, depending on what they do, if they give us a sequence to go back up, I'll take the sequence back up. But I'm really waiting for this to come back down. But if the sequence shows up, and I'm still waiting for the macro, still waiting for the macro. I'm going to compile it at least 4 or 5 times for it to have it outside of the macro before I start pulling the trigger outside of the macro. And right now, they've done it twice. They've done it twice. One was this morning and open at 9:30. One was last week at like 10:30 in the morning. So they pulled it twice. So that lets me know that I can take it. And I need 3 more confirmations that I will take it, just to be conservative and preserve risk. That's part of risk management. I'm tired of guessing. You get tired of guessing, that's when the profit starts setting in. You'll be no longer willing to make up anything as you go along this journey. You only take high probability trades, and you won't accept anything less because you know you're capable of more. What would that millionaire version of you do? Would he be reckless? He wasn't reckless to get there, that's for sure. Not on these charts, he wasn't. He might be reckless somewhere else a lot, but he ain't reckless. You can't be reckless on these charts. I don't care what nobody says. Ain't nobody reckless on these charts. Nobody. Nobody. And I do. No. You're full of shit if you're reckless on these charts. You think you're profitable. And there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. So some lows got swept. Low slow connected to the highest high, which would be intermediate term 1016 high. If that is the case, let's see if they pull it outside the macro again. Because I'll count this one too. That'll be number 3 if they do it to go back up. See what they want to do. See if they give us a whole sequence. YM is halfway back to the origination point. YM is halfway back to the origination point. I'll glance over there real quick just to share the tab. Just boom, YM is halfway there ish. 1024 ATT time, which is a prime number, off by 1 to the downside or upside. Yeah, it's moving. It's moving. We're gonna go back up. But yeah, if they come back to this right here, it looks good for a sale, definitely. The entry is not good for a buy at all. There is no precision swing point for the buy to take it back up to that. YM is on its way back up for the move right now. It is almost there. It can get there within 2 candles right now. So, which is cool. I would love to see this hit that in the macro and actually be able to take this sell. Actually be able to take this sell. That'd be freaking awesome. Like really freaking awesome. Let me glance at the 15 second real quick, man. On the chart that I shouldn't be in. Chart that I shouldn't be in. Oh, shit. I think they gave a buy in 15 seconds. Let me look. Goddamn, intermediate. Confirmation. Back below. Origination. Close above. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Cross that. Not moving. Oh, shit. What are the charts? Shit. YM is almost there, guys. They're getting closer. I heard it. YM is getting closer. It's getting closer. We gotta see if they're gonna give us a confirmation. I just want to see if they gave us a confirmation for this buy that we could have possibly taken to add it on to my out of the macro times. Let's see right here. I'm only looking at it on the 15 second. No, they didn't give him ES or Q. I'll go back and gauge why. I don't want to switch over to miss this trade. Matter of fact, I can go to side. Let me see what they get on 15 seconds real quick. Let's see if they gave me a buy entry for this. What channel is that? Origination point. Origination point is 10 to 10. See, origination. Nope, he didn't give it up. Give it up. So that's cool. We're going back up. 1 minute chart. YM is close. YM is close. YM is close. ES is getting up there too. They're about the same as NQ. But YM is definitely close. Yeah, real quick. YM. This is the point of interest for me to take a sell. Could it blow through? Absolutely, it could blow through. Absolutely. But per the plan, we're going to stick to the strategy. The strategy says when we get here, we sell. If it does if it meets this criteria. Which if it does, I enter and then we'll go back over the criteria that I was looking for and run over the whole play-by-play of why I entered. And it's based on the sweep and previous days highs, first and foremost, which is a very important time frame. Do be aware that it's a Monday and it could potentially rain for the day, but I'm expecting to take a sale right now. So let's see if they want to help us out with that. Because I think they like us a lot. I think they like us. Yeah, I need a new yacht. For sure. I'm not gonna trick me. See, they have like 1 million PSPs in that area right there. That's why they're trying to throw people out. You're not gonna throw me out. I know which one. There's only one that's the one. Now, Dali, I wish all three had assets had a different color candle, like an indeterminate candle, one red and one green. That would be more high profile than anything when you see those. Two is okay. Two is okay, but three is even better. YM is still trying to move up. We still have another 12 minutes to get inside this macro, which tells me if they get to this point of interest, it's got to give us a change of state right there. It's going to be something specific that I'm going to be, well, it's a couple of things that I'm looking for. Mainly one, but sometimes they'll give you a few. But we'll see how it goes. ES is moving up. YM is moving up. NQ is kind of moving up. It is now coming back into our 30-minute orb. It's coming back into our 30-minute orb right now. Let's see. Let's see what y'all. I'm watching. I'm watching very, very closely. Yeah, break them up 3 minutes. It's definitely looking good. We're not gonna gauge it off that. We're gonna gauge it off this PSP. It's almost back in. Man, this motherfucker, sweet these motherfucking goddamn highs at 951. 951 is a PSP candle on the 3 minute. I'm watching that. If all of them get up there, they're gonna ride out for the rest of the day. Time is moving. Time is moving. See what they want to do. Yeah, they got another 9 minutes for this macro. Let me grab some drink real quick. Be right back. Oh, there we go. Just in time. Let's see what they want to do. See what they want to do. So right now, at this point, currently, what would really be helpful is a closure back below the 1033 open. Below the 1033 open. Now, beware that we closed above that point of interest on YM. ES has failed, and NQ has also failed currently. They don't all have to do it at the same time. But YM cannot get back below that open of the 1033 candle. The 1033 candle was a sweet candle. That's the candle that swept our point of interest. So if we get a closure back below that 1033 candle before ES or NQ can sweep that high, I will enter for a sell. I will enter for a sell. But with that being said, my risk is going to be a little bit different because I don't have 3 PSPs at that origination point. That's what I'm going to have to start taking into account, 3 PSPs. So I'll probably enter maybe 2 contracts with this if it closes down there. And it will be an immediate entry. It will be an immediate entry for me because my stop loss will have to go above PSP candle, which is at 956. So that is a long way away because if I get a closure back on YM below that, that's going to be a stop loss that I don't like stomaching those far of stop losses. That's not ideal for me. If not, I might choose to put one on, but we'll see where it goes. Right now, YM acts like it wants to go to the moon. Let's see. But it can do all that. It can sweep all these other highs. Matter of fact, that is the top of that 3 minute. Oh, absolutely, that is the top of that 3 minute PSP, bro. Okay. That'd be cool. So there is the sequence not the sequence. You just have a precision swing point on the 3 minute at the origin of the whole entire move that just happened. This 951 candle. I'm just taking note of it. I'm just taking note of it. I'm just waiting to see if YM wants to close below this thing here. I can't do anything till YM closes below. It doesn't matter what anybody else does. They can move wherever the freak they want to move at. It has no bearing on what I'm looking for. I want the lowest possible drawdown ever. I do not like stomaching drawdowns. So if you like stomaching drawdowns, this is not the place for you. I am not with that fuckery at all. And if they all break it, that just means I'm going to take a buy. Like I said, it's going to be used as support if everybody goes through it. I am currently watching ES. ES, it wicked up into my box, but it doesn't matter. It did not sweep the high. The high is the only thing that counts on this 956 candle. The high is the only thing that counts on this candle, and the open if it's red, and if it's green, it's the close. So depending on what color it is, the body does count. So it's red on NQ, which means a body closure of a green candle above the 956 open, especially if you get it on ES and NQ. If you get a closure above the body of that open at 956, they're going up, because that means YM has already broken it already. And since YM has already broken it, it is what it is. We're still good to go. We're about to be in the macro here within the next 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Oh man, I got to share back. I'm on the wrong screen. Matter of fact, I can draw it on that. Damn. Let me draw it on here too. My NQ, boom. 956 candle. Boom. Okay. All right. We're still primed to go down. Let's see what YM wants to do. Matter of fact, let me jump on YM's 15-second real quick. See if they gave us a mini change in state up there real quick. Ooh. Matter of fact, it does look like they. Oh shit! Let's see. Shit. Origination point. 1039.45. 1039.45. Uh. Hmm. Yeah, that ain't no good. Let's see. Let's see. We're still holding tight. Still holding tight. There's nothing we can do. Macro is still not in play yet. We got another 1 minute before that kicks off. So let's go back to this 1 minute and be on standby here. The sales are still in play. Absolutely still in play. All right. Yeah. They're gonna 10. You said 10:30. No, it just has to have a close. 1033 just needs a close below on YM. I'm gonna do this draw a line on it. I need a closure on YM below this right here. This a closure below this line. It's got to be the actual open of the 1033 candle. Actual open. Closure below that line is an immediate sell for me on NQ. I enter based off of what another asset does on NQ. I don't enter based off what NQ is doing. Might sound kind of intuitive based on what we all currently know, but this is what we use. Right now we have ES digging up in there. If ES closes up in there, that's cool. NQ still hasn't got there yet. So we're aware of it. We're aware of it. ES can even sweep it as long as NQ doesn't go up there. That's cool as well. We are now in the macro. We are now in the macro. This is about to tell exactly what's about to happen from this point forward. I gotta have a closure. I gotta have a closure, bro. There is nothing I can do without that closure. And that's why I'm gonna have to well, because at the closure, if we get the closure, the stop loss would have to go above the 1043 candle, which is why I have to drop my damn lot size, because it's not one of those immediate, like really close type stop losses for this right here, dude. I mean, could I put on more and take the chance? Yeah, I guess so, but it's a Monday. I got no reason to be trying to load on Monday trying to get things done when I got all week to get things done. That's kind of intuitive or kind of productive to what I'm trying to accomplish with this account. So what I will do is take it on this pretend account over here that NinjaTrader gave me to play with. Yeah, NinjaTrader gave me an account to play with for today. So I'm gonna play with them for today. Why not? So we're almost to the open of that candle. If this candle closes, and I'm still on YM as you guys are looking at it. If we get a closure on this 1 minute below there, it's an immediate entry for a sale for me. So let's see what they want to do. Let's see what they want to do. We are now in this macro, dude. This would be a good place for them to do that. Now they could give a big ass red candle. As a matter of fact, this is what I'm gonna do. Since we're on the 1 minute and they're real close to it like that, I'm gonna go down to the 15-second, because if the 15-second closes up under, it's the same thing. And this is how you get a real tight ass entry. Does that count, bro? I think, God damn, I can't tell. God damn. Yeah, I'm gonna go in. I'm ending with a sale right now, guys. All right. So, with that being said, I only put 2 on. I got all week. Let's see what they want to do. My stop loss has to go above the 1043 candle. I have no choice in the matter based on what's going on. So, I mean, it is what it is. And that's why right there, because of stuff like that right there. And then you got to know when to lower the lot size on it, because this is not a typical entry. And we're still in the macro. It's still early. I'm trying to go to break even as fast as possible, and I will be trailing this out if it continues to go. I will be trailing this out. I got no reason to stay in this and hold it at all. So let's see what they want to do. They gave me my closure back below. Actually, they gapped through that shit on YM. I really don't like that, but it is what it is. But that was on the 15-second. But it's cool. It's cool. This is a perfect trade. It gave me all my parameters. I should have just put on one of them motherfuckers, but it is what it is. If I get to 100, because I really don't like this trade. It's okay, but it ain't it ain't really what we're used to. It really ain't what we're used to, bro. But it's got to get to 100 for me to take one off. Just for me to take one off. The other one can stay on. Yeah, it hit 100 right there, but I wasn't fast enough. But if you go down, every go down. You can go a little bit more. Come on, a little bit more. I'm telling you, that's that fuckery right there. That fuckery. Let's see. Yep. And that's why. That's exactly why. So loss is still above the highs, most recent highs, like the 1038-ish candle. That's why, right there. That's exactly why. What do you want to do? I know what I want you to do, but I don't know what do you want to do. Yeah, how many contracts you put on? Man, that ain't no accident. That's an ego thing. There ain't never no such thing as accidents. I don't believe in accidents. It is what it is, brother. There's a reason I said what I said before I put on these contracts. I said I was going to lower the contract size. I mean, yeah, I ain't just talking just to be talking. I mean, it's still cool, but right now that is ATT time at the top, 10:52. And when you get to some place, do what you're supposed to do. Take off 2 contracts and let the others run. You shouldn't. There wasn't no reason to put on that many, bro. I mean, you can, but all you're doing is prolonging the inevitability. You get to figure out how fast you want it to go and how slow you want it to go. Yeah, absolutely. You get to decide how fast and slow you want this to go and what you need to do, bro. All right, we out on the contracts. I'm down 469 on the day for this day. We went in a profit about 150, uh, which is cool. Ain't no big deal. It's a Monday. It's a Monday. It's a Monday. And I'm still debating on whether I should be here on a freaking Monday or not because they're setting up their week. Now, could this thing still go? NQ has not broken our PSP yet. Now we're going up. If it goes above it now, shit, I might fucking take a buy while you bullshit. But it's got to close above. It's got to close above. It's got to close above for that to happen. There's nothing else involved with that. It's ATT time right now at 10:54. Understanding your risk management. There's a reason I say the stop loss is too big. You got to ask yourself who's driving. You know who's operating your vehicle at all times. If you ain't aware who's operating your vehicle, you're gonna crash. ES has swept that high, and Q has not swept that high yet, and it has not given a close above that open of the 956 candle either. Hmm. Precision. That was a 1055 candle. The precision. Hmm. Shit, that might be it right there. That might be the sale right there that we're looking for. Still in macro. We still have not gotten a closure above on ES or NQ. And if I do it again, it'll be one contract. Mm-hmm. There you go. Because I better get out of that pretend account with Ninja Trader. Because it looked to be like they want to fucking go up. All right. NQ swept. NQ is swept. YM is above. And ES may be closing above now. If we are going to continue up, my entry is on a retest, but ES has to close above first. ES has to close above first. $10.59 on the highs. Shit. Yes. This could be still going down, bro. I just watched the same thing happen on down YM. That complete wipeout opened up above, sweep the high, closed below the previous candle. That same trade I took last week just happened on freaking YM. You gotta wait for ES. You gotta wait for ES. Lesson learned. Lesson learned on the charts today, which is cool. Which is cool. We got all week. We got all week, brother. Still in the macro. Still in the macro. What you gonna do? You gonna drop it like it's hot? Damn, YM is freaking going down. Can't do nothing here, bro. Do nothing. ES is not closing above yet. So we're gonna have to add a few more variables in on these freaking trades, or either we're gonna have to chill out on a Monday, and just work on Tuesday, Wednesday. Those are the best days. Although they do give it to you on a Monday, but eh, you don't really need it. You can get what you need on the other days of the week when the market is a little more thorough after they set up the candles for the week. We're still in the macro, so let's see. That doesn't. I need to take out my L on the board, my lesson. My lesson for the day. Boom. That's boom. But what you can see is that candle is holding price on all charts. So it's just a studying thing on what does what and what time what does what. Okay. Uh yeah, they may want to continue up. They may want to continue up. But in order for that to happen, for me to even think about getting in, YM has got to sweep the 1024 low. YM has got to sweep the 1024 low in order for me to get in. We're gonna kick back. We're gonna sit back. Watch what these people do. ES never closed above that actual high, which is not important. It closed above the body. So everybody closed above the body. Everybody closed above the body. Body's telling the story, which tells me that they really want to go up. They really want to go up. Not playing with y'all. Y'all ain't about to sucker me into nothing. You're still in the macro, 1007. What's about to happen is they about to give the true move at this macro here. That's what they about to do. Or they could range for the rest of the day. But whatever. Really would like a close above here on ES or that precision swing point. All right. That's a hell of a correction. I mean, you doing some other stuff, bro. Now you guessing, gambling. Shit crazy. Yeah. Who's driving? Man, that's on you however many trades you took, brother. I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it can't go from 300 to 1,000. That's what it can't do. It doesn't just magically move. Well, you said 600 the first time, bro. So it's on you, bro. Only you know what you did. You can tell me anything. Only you know what you did. You can lie to me, but you can't lie to God. Hmm. But you should have been in the first place, bro. I gave you the narrative, bro, at the beginning before I even pulled that trigger. Yeah, I said the drawdown was going to be too big, and I'm going to lower the lot size because it's going to be too big. I know. I mean, yeah, it'll be all right. It is what it is. It is what it is, brother. Yeah, it doesn't matter what it was, bro. It matters about your contract size. Oh well, you tried to make up something before that, bro. I mean, it is what it is. You trading something else, something you trying. If you want to try something, you should probably try it on your demo account. If you're trying to get somewhere faster, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Which is why I don't trade order blocks or bigger blocks. That's on. Hey, that's a you thing. That's why I got away from them because they don't work like that unless you know exactly what's going on. You'll figure it out, bro. You'll figure it out. This is on a Ninja Trader Play account. Ninja Trader challenge account. Ninja Trader has a free $100 challenge account. Ninja Trader shows right there. CHNFCEMA 549. If it goes, this is where it's going to go from right now. Matter of fact, what's the low on that candle? 10, 11, 14. Shit. Yeah, if this is where if it's gonna go, this is where it goes from. Macro is almost over. We're on 11:14 candle. Yeah, this is where it goes from. So it swept my 10/24 candle. I don't know if you remember me saying YM 10/24 candle, but it is what it is. 10/24 candle was the candle sweep for the continuation up on YM, and it gave the change in state. YM for the buy. I'm not about to chase this. I'll get it tomorrow. That was the one though. I just wanted to make sure I was looking at what I was looking at. That's cool. That's perfect. All right. So that's gonna be a wrap. Oh, hell, that gave a damn fucking damn retracement, dude. Shit. What's the candle? 11/16? Fuck. Man, I'm taking a buy right now. One contract. Stop loss goes below my 11/14 candle. At the lowest. At the lowest. At the freaking lowest. If we're wrong, we're done. And I'm going to walk outside for a little while in a circle. I got to write in this journal, and then I'm gonna recap. In a journal what I saw and didn't work out, and why I shouldn't have been in this trade. We're gonna figure out why. Why? Because potentially this could still go down. ES never closed above the wick, of course, which is cool. Falls out the bottom like it just did. Where did it fall out the bottom, man? Okay. You talking about in the first macro? Okay. Bro, you're gonna have to come up with you can come up with any scenario to justify your contract size all you want to, bro. I'm gonna trade I'm gonna trade the system. Yeah, I'm gonna trade the system, bro. I mean, and the one I just took is It's part of the 144. That's why I called it off the 1023 candle for YM. Now, whether it holds or not is a whole nother fucking ball game. But I got it holding because of that 144. So we're gonna see if it holds. I mean, it is what it is, even if it doesn't. Like I said, that's why I only took one when I got in. You know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is. I didn't put 4 or 5 on. It's called risk management for a reason, brother. And it could have still been our direction still could have been right from the original at that point. You see how it's still hovering right there. You know what I'm saying? It's not that it's just completely wrong. It could have been because we were just too early. Because right now, that's a sweep of liquidity right there at 1014, 1015, 1016. Hell, if you get a closure below that 1014 candle, shoot, you might fall. I mean, it is what it is. And that's why my stop loss is below the 1014 candle. So 1019 is the ATT time. And if this does go the wrong way, it'll be against me like 570 on the day. So let's see what they want to do. Because they could arrange to freak out, dude. But if they go, I'm not gonna not gonna even show how I got into the trade and what made me get into it, because people ain't gonna understand this 144, and I'm not about to explain the way I use it. But it gave that signature sweep through the 144, the one I was telling you about, the complete fair value gap going through it. So I started. That's the first low up under it that swept through the 144. Remember I told you about that the other day? I don't know if you remember that or not, but it's all good. This is where it goes from if it goes. That's for certain. I'm telling you. 11:20 is ATT time. I got the shallowest stop loss. Period. Only risking $100 on the trade. Now that's more than enough. I mean, especially when I was already down. So then after that, we're gonna try this again tomorrow, and we're gonna wait for this setup again. Then we'll come back down like that. Okay, then. Cool. Yeah, we out of the window, so macro's done. So whatever's about to happen is about to happen. How you doing, bro? Man, y'all tripping. All right. Almost out. I'm almost out. Let's see what they're gonna do. $11.24 on the low. Hmm. It's a wrap. I'm done. Watch that bitch take off. So we're gonna see whether the original setup was the original play. Yeah, that's it for the day, bro. One right there, dude. And we're gonna run this bitch tomorrow. Watch that bitch run up. Was it too shallow, bro? That you had start off too close? So everybody closed above that PSP open. Well, it would be a close for the YM, but the open for the other ones. Yeah, this is where it's about to go from 11.24. But anyway, uh, that's a wrap. I got a lesson for today, and we're gonna see what transpires. What I'm gonna do on Monday from now. I might change it up. I might just take read until I see the actual 3 setup for the PSP. I don't know. We're gonna regroup. We're gonna reflect, and we're gonna put a post out based on the loss and be transparent. This was a good trade for the buy. It is. I mean, hands down, that's just what it is. If it goes, I mean, I'm not going to recap it because we'll be off stream. But if it goes, uh, it is what it is. I'll know from my memory as it does on why I got in it and what I could do better next time. It's all about refreshing what you could do better next time. So, with that being said, we're gonna show it tomorrow. We're gonna show it tomorrow. It's a wrap. Peace.